Today, I'm going to show you how to start and make a very simple web page. To begin making a very simple web page, you need to start with, or can start with, Notepad. I have Notepad open here on my left, and an empty browser window open here on my right. Now remember, a browser is any program that interprets an HTML file. That's hypertext markup language. I currently have Google Chrome open. I like it for messing with web stuff. And now on to building. To find Notepad, if you don't have it, comes with all of your PCs. I can search in my search window, Notepad, and there it is. You can double click. Okay, to begin, we need to start out our HTML document. Remember, a tag is a bracket with information in between those brackets. To begin an HTML web page, you start with HTML. For every bracket you create, you need a closing bracket. So here's our closing HTML bracket. Now we're going to nest or put some brackets inside of our start and end HTML tags. We're going to start with our head tag. The head has information that we generally don't see as the user in the browser window. We're going to put our title in the head. Remember, I have to close that title tag and close my head tag. Now on to the body tag. And close my body tag. This will allow me to create the most simple HTML document. It might not validate with some sources, and it might not work on some off-brand browsers, but for what we're doing, it should work just fine. Now we need to save our HTML file. Go to File, Save As, and I'm going to call this my test.html. If you're using Notepad, you must do the .html. You can save the file name as whatever name you want, but it needs to have no spaces and no special characters. Special characters are holding down your Shift key and any of the numbers at the top of your keyboard. So you can't have an exclamation point, an @ sign, a pound sign, a money sign, a % sign, or an ampersand sign. The next step, which is also critically important, is in the Save As type, it must be all files. Then if I go to Save, I saved this before, so it's asking me, do I want to replace it? Sure. And then if I navigate to that file on my desktop where I saved it, go down to Test. I can tell it's an HTML file because it's got my Chrome icon next to it. For using Explorer, it'll have the Explorer window. Open that web page and voila, it worked. Many of my students will ask, why isn't there anything that I can see? Well, this area in here is our body area. And notice, we didn't put anything in there. What we did put was a little bit of title information, 0_0, and that shows up right here. That's it for how to make a very simple web page. Next up, how to include some content in your body. Remember, this is easy, you can do it.